Well, all right, today we're going to make a navy bean soup with smoked turkey. Normally, if you do a bean soup like this, you'll use ham, bacon. You see a lot of recipes for that. But we have a lot of smoked turkey left over. You've probably seen our many smoked turkey videos already. And of course, we always have lots of legs and wings and things like that left over. So I've got a couple of very nice smoked turkey legs here that I'm going to use as the centerpiece for this navy bean soup. So into the crock pot go the legs. And I've got a pound of dried white beans here. We've washed them, we've sorted through them. I've never ever found like twigs or rocks or anything bizarre inside my dried beans, but they always tell you to wash them and pick through them, so that's what I've done. So they go in the crock pot as well. And I have about 2 cups of onion, a cup of carrot, and a cup of celery. And if you've seen before, you know I like to cut the celery right off the end. It's to include the leaves as well because I like the flavor it gives. This is an enormous onion. It's about 2 cups. And the carrots all I had were those little mini ones that aren't actually baby carrots, but they put them on a machine and make them look like baby carrots so the kids will eat them. So I've got those, and I've got those cut crosswise. Normally I would throw all this stuff right into the food processor and bash it all up. But this is a soup that we're not going to puree. If you remember our split pea video, we pureed it all. It didn't matter what the shape of the veg was. But in this case, we're going to leave everything whole. So we want it to look nice. So I've actually properly diced the onion for once. Same thing with the celery, and I've sliced the carrots nicely too. So that all goes in. Onions, carrots, celery, and I've actually also got a couple of cloves of garlic. That isn't traditional in a bean soup, but I like it. I use a garlic press. A lot of fancy foodies hate garlic presses. I think they're amazingly effective for what they meant to do. So we're going to put in about 1 or 2 cloves of garlic in there too. On the stove I have boiling some of the turkey stock I made. You probably remember that as well. After you make a turkey, the bones go directly into the stock pot and make a big, huge pot a very rich, concentrated turkey stock. That's boiling, and if you use the boiling stock, it will really give you a head start on this crock pot. I've got the crock pot set on high. It's going to go anywhere from 4 to 6 hours. It depends on your crock pot, how hot it gets, and whether you use boiling stock or not. I'm thinking that if I pour boiling stock in, we should have soup within 4 to 5 hours, but you know, it's anybody's guess. So we have about 2 quarts or 8 cups of boiling turkey stock, which we're going to add. And to that, about a teaspoon of my seasoned salt mix. Recipe is on the web. And a teaspoon of the seasoned pepper mix, also on the web. I also have some diced tomatoes, and I'm going to add a little bit of ketchup to the soup to give it a little bit of roundness and nice flavor to it. But a lot of people are very afraid about adding acidic ingredients like tomatoes or ketchup to raw dried beans. They say it makes them tough. I don't know that that's true. There's been a lot of evidence on both sides. But just to play it safe, I'm not going to add those just yet. When we come back and check it in a couple hours, then we'll add all the tomato product. We're going to cover it up now and let it go for about 4 hours. Well, it's been about 3 hours now. And the beans are soft. The flavor's really good in the soup. But now we can add the tomato products that are a little acidic. Probably could have added them in the very beginning, but just to play it safe, we didn't. So 1 can, it's a 14.5 ounce can of chopped tomatoes, and I'm going to add about a half a cup of ketchup. That sounds wonderful. A couple of times around. Stir that in. And soup isn't nearly ready, but even though the beans are starting to get soft, we'll let that go for about another hour or 2. I'm going to check it again in an hour. I'm guessing it's going to be 2 hours until it's fully ready. Well, the total time has been about 5 hours now in the crock pot with the bean soup. We put the tomato product in about an hour ago. I just tasted it. The beans are soft, creamy, delicious, moist, not at all dry, hard, or crumbly or anything that people have warned you about when you put acid in with beans. The only thing left to do now is to strip all the turkey meat off the bones and put it back into the soup, and then it's going to be ready to serve. Okay, I think we've got most of those little white bones out of the drumstick. So the meat can go back in. Stir it up. Now, one thing you'll notice is that it is not as incredibly thick as you might expect a bean soup to be. That's okay. It will thicken up as it cools overnight. This will definitely be better the second day, or the third day, or even a week later. So there you have it, smoked turkey and bean soup. Really fantastic on a cold winter day.